Hi, I'm Sarah Bloom, NJBIA's Vice President for Energy and Environmental Affairs. Many of you are familiar with electronic recycling. Probably your town or your county has it 2 or 3 times a year. It's when you bring out those old computer monitors or the old TV out of your basement and you take it in to get recycled as you get the latest flat screen or the newest computer model. Well, today in the Assembly Environment Committee, NJBIA was working on legislation dealing with how we recycle these types of products. Now, for many of you, you don't even think about what happens. But here at the association, we're concerned about the manufacturers of these products. The current legislation changes rules that have been in place for many years about how we determine who pays for the recycling, how it's collected, and where it all goes. Today's manufacturers are very concerned with recycling, and many of them have innovative programs on the books and collection sites around the state. You may also be familiar with retail drop-offs. When you buy new appliances or electronics, oftentimes stores will take it out of your house for free. These are all the things that come into the discussion when changing rules and regulations. Today's legislation would change several things. First, it changes the definition of who a consumer is. Now, unfortunately, everyone is considered a consumer except for business. And that just doesn't make sense when you think about how business is a main purchaser, in many cases, of computers and other electronic devices. Second, the bill changes who's responsible for paying and for coordinating the recycling efforts. This legislation would put the burden on manufacturers and add costs to them. But more importantly, this bill changes the authority that the Department of Environmental Protection is given. And that's one of our third major concerns. The DEP right now has a specific criteria, but this legislation would change what they can regulate and how often they can regulate it. This brings uncertainty not only to the manufacturing community, but to the business community as a whole. NJBIA has been involved in this discussion for over a decade, and as we continue to advance recycling and increasing the goals here in New Jersey, we will remain an active player in this debate. But for today, we had to oppose the legislation.